We have some very big events on the horizon. This is our Beijing draw preview for the women, the Masters 1000 event. We've got some big hitters there, and it's important to pick up some points for the race to Riyadh.
That's right, it is Beijing on the women's side, a WTA 1000 event, but it is missing some of the big hitters. Iga Swiatek is not there, Jelena Rybakina not there, but we do have the US Open champion, Aryna Sabalenka. She will be the hot favourite in Beijing. Starting off though, good to see you back and nice to be doing a podcast again, JG.
Yeah, really looking forward to this, and we've got a few podcasts lined up. We're going to be speaking about Alcaraz and Sinner on one of them. We've got a whole episode for the tour finals for the men and the women, and of course everything happening in China, because these events are significant in many ways. Of course, they're big events in themselves, and there's going to be players hungry for success. But also they're going to have something else in their mind, and that is the prospect of qualifying for the final tour finals at the end of the year. The women will be playing in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The men will be in Turin, I'm assuming. I think it's probably
Correct.
still there. And looking at the WTA race, seeing as we are doing the women's video first, there's a lot of Americans in the hunt for a spot in the WTA finals. We have Igo's already qualified, Sabalenka already qualified, and Krejcikova, who's already qualified, of course, because she won Wimbledon. Out of the other names, is pretty tight with the Americans. And what I mean by that is the big cluster. We've got Pegula, Coco Gauff, Emma Navarro, and Collins. And out of them four, you'd think only two of them will be able to qualify. Obviously, it depends massively on what happens in this event coming up. We've got Qinwen Zheng, who's very close. Playing in China, is that going to give her the boost for her to make some claims? I think she's going to have a really good week. So on that basis, I think the Americans, we're going to just see 2 out of the 4 qualify.
Yeah, I think Collins may drop off now. I think she officially retired now. If not, it's pretty much a certainty she will do soon. Qinwen Zheng, I think she will overtake her. I think other people on the list there, I'm not sure. I think that we will keep Pegula, Gauff and Navarro in there and just Collins will drop out. That's my personal opinion, looking at this, the way it stands at the moment. But this is the time for a shock. This is going to be a tournament under very, very harsh conditions. We know what it's like over there. It is humid. I think last time I checked watching some of these tournaments, I think it was when Rybakina was playing in her tournament, it was 77% humidity on the court, and you saw her in some of her post-match press conferences literally just pouring with sweat. And that's just what it's like. And when I spoke to Bublik earlier in the year, he said his hottest time when he fainted on court was over there. I think it was either Japan or China as well. It doesn't get more harsh, the conditions, than playing over there. So you don't want to be a Jack Draper style. You need to handle your heat. Isn't that right?
Yeah, someone who does handle the heat quite well, being from Brazil, is Haddad Maia. She's just come off the back of a really good result, winning in South Korea, the Seoul Open. Brilliant result for her, beating Kasatkina, of all players, in the final. She come good in that final set, winning 6-1. And you can see she's moved up there 7 spots. She clearly likes playing in Asia. I think she can handle the humidity better than other players. I reckon you're going to see maybe some of the Russian players do well, the Brazilian players in Haddad Maia. And the Americans maybe could struggle a little bit. But let's wait and see. I mean, there's going to be a lot of twists and turns. This is the draw preview for Beijing. If you want to play along at home, make sure to download the TNS tennis app, Apple or Android. You can play against me and Ben. It's been a while since we've done one of these, but we're going to be going through round by round. And the tournament is going to be starting in a few hours. Not long at all. Entries close in 4 hours from when we're doing this video, and let's get straight into it. I don't know if you want to go through some qualifiers first because we know who the qualifiers are, or should we just wait until we go through it?
Well, let's just have a look at the past champions first, just to refresh. And you can see there, last year Iga was the champion, defeating Samsonova in the final. Nice and easy, 6-2, 6-2. Before that, we didn't see this tournament for, 4 years? Obviously, due to the pandemic. And then Osaka was the champion before that. So, yeah, let's move on, as you were saying, to... I don't think we're going to look at the qualifiers. They will be in the...
What we're going to do with the qualifiers, though, Ben, is I'm going to just pick a few out. That's all.
Go on, then.
I'm just going to pick a few out. You don't need to bring anything up.
Okay.
We had Heather Watson. She lost in the final round, so she's not going to be there, Ben, unfortunately for you. But there's only one I want to point out, and now I can't find her. Okay, there she is. Sramkova. She beat Kudermetova. I think it's Polina Kudermetova. 2-1 in the final set. 2-1. But I really like her. I think she's moving through the rankings quite a bit. She's 60 in the world at the moment. And someone you're not going to want to face because she's on a bit of a run. She won an event in Thailand.
The Hua Hin.
She won the Hua Hin, beating Siegemund in the final. So she's on a bit of form. She's coming with a tournament under her belt. And someone who can clearly play well in the humid conditions of China and, well, of course, Asia.
Yeah, she did well. I believe it was the week before that as well. I think she got all the way to the final, lost to our Brit Cartel in the final. So, yeah, having a really good couple of weeks. Not a player you want to play now. And like you said, winning in 3 sets is not easy in China. And she's done it in her last 2 matches in the qualifying. Someone you want to avoid. Someone who embraces the grind. Will she make it far? Because she's been going deep in tournaments. And I don't know if she can keep that up. 3-set matches. She's going to have to get a couple of 2-set matches under her belt. Let's start off the draw, though. Sabalenka's our number 1 seed. She has a bye through the first round. And moving on to the next match, it's one of the 2 qualifiers, but one of them I can't really pronounce the name too well, so I'm going to give a stab in the dark at it. We've got Zelina Diaz up against Mananchaya Sawankyu.
Yeah, Sawankyu. I'm going to have Sawankyu winning.
No. So thank you. Right, moving down. I'm going to be going for Kruger.
Say that again.
Okay, I'm not going to go for Kruger. Actually, remember how she let us both down. I'm going for Wang to beat Kruger.
Yeah, I'm going to go for Kruger to beat Wang. I'll have Lulu Sun, Madison Keys. So Madison Keys, I'm going to be naming people who are in the race as well as we go. She's 20th at the moment. If she wins Beijing, she will be just outside the top 8, so she's going to be close, like 10th.
Not bad.
So there's so much that can move. By the way, there's like 12 players who have a real good shot of getting in there, and there's so much points at stake that it's quite interesting. Sorribes Tormo, I'll have Rusa.
Yeah, I would as well.
Added Maya, Samsonova, Buxa. I don't know anything about Xing Zhao.
No, same here. I'll go Buxa. Cocciretto to beat Rodionova.
I'll have Rodionova. Mertens, Yu Yuan, Mukova, Blinkova. That's a really good match. Both of them we know can reach high levels. I'm going to go for Mukova, your girl, in your top 10.
Yeah. Like the way she's been playing. Definitely going for her. Christian, Bondar. It's a pick'em for me. I'll go Christian.
Krajcikova, Paolini. Paolini's someone who you'd think is going to qualify. I think she's going to be enough with the points she's got.
Yeah.
All she needs to do, I think, is win a few matches, and she's pretty much there.
Agreed. I'm going to go for Towson over Dart here.
Yeah.
Uchijima over Han Shi.
Yeah. Zinette, Andreeva, Begu, Golubik.
Yeah, no, I'm going to go
No, I'm going to go
Qinwen.
Wang. Yeah.
Come on, we're in China.
Donna Vekic, another one who's got real
Hmm.
good chances to qualify if she can go far.
Well, she's another one. She would move up to, I think, pretty much 9th in the world if she was to win the whole thing.
Kasatkina, another one who's going to be really hungry to go far. I'm going to go for Wang. I don't know anything about Wang.
Let's do it.
Chinese players. Tomjanovic to beat Osorio. Pavlyuchenkova. Yastremska. Podoroska.
Tough, isn't it, with these wild cards?
Well, we don't know much about them. There seems to be a lot of Chinese wild cards.
That's it.
Birol.
Birol to beat Rakhimova.
Qinwen Zheng. I know a bit about her. She's quite good.
Yep. Avanesian to beat Bektas to face Ostapenko next.
Ostapenko, another one. She's 12th at the moment. If she wins it, 3,500. She will probably qualify if she wins this tournament.
Yeah, I would have thought
She's
so.
got ability too.
Right, Siegeman. She's been doing well recently, so
Definitely,
pop her in there. We got Leyla Fernandez there.
She's not in the running. She's not had a good enough year.
Yeah, I mean,
33. She
up and
need to
down.
win it just to give herself a shot for the year, but I don't think she's going to be close.
I'll have Stearns to beat Maniero, but not with any confidence. She lost to Raducanu.
I'm going to go Gorcheva, Kalinskaya, Kostyuk, Galfi, Naomi Osaka.
Okay.
Come on, girl. This is a chance to get some points.
Yeah, she should win that one. I mean, she's a previous champion here, 2019. Going down, Putintseva, Balta. I'll have Trevisan to beat Townsend.
I'm going to go Townsend.
I'll
have Burrell to beat Dollarhide, Coco Goff,
Dollarhide,
Emma Navarro, Shui Zhang.
Yeah, I know. Actually, no. I know that she was the one on a 23-match losing streak this year, so I don't think she's really at the races.
She's going to beat Kessler.
Probably. Now I've said it.
She's
I hope
got to
she
win
does.
eventually.
I hope she does.
Erika Andreeva, the sister of Mira.
Yeah, go on. I'll pick her against old Greet.
Potapova, Freck, Alicia Parks.
Yeah, I'll go with Parks. Good qualifying.
But Wang's not bad.
No, that's not the good one, though.
Okay, I'll have Kenin, Snyder, Badoza, Serenko.
I'm going to go Tomova, though.
And here we go. Here she is, Shramkova. Can she beat Kalinina?
Yeah, good draw. Not the worst.
I don't know.
Draw.
Has Kalinina been playing? Let's have a look at some of her form.
Kalinina.
She
has lost the last two. She's lost 5 out of the last 6. Yeah, I mean, she's not in any sort of form.
Yeah, I'm going to go for Shramkova then.
Yep, the wise choice.
Alexandrova, Kudermetova, Anisimova, who's kind of back a little bit.
A little bit.
Almost back. She's not playing like top 10, but top 20 maybe. Parry and Pegula.
Yeah,
Pegula being the number 2 seed. Quite wild.
Well, she's good in Masters events, so keep an eye on her at the bottom. Let's go to the top. Sabalenka. Yeah, I expect her to clean up pretty easily in that second round match. Lulu Sun. I'll have her to go through if I could click it.
No, I'm going to go Kruger. I'll have Keys beating Tormo. Haddad Maya beating Russo. I mean, that is horrible draw, really, for Haddad Maya. I've just realised. She'll have to play Saba early doors on Keys as well. I mean, it's horrible. We've got a new scoreboard.
Right, as that scoreboard wasn't working, we're moving over to this one just so we can complete the rest of the draw. Madison Keys, I'm going to have going through, and I'm going to have her meeting Haddad Maya. That's not good for your girl, Haddad Maya, there.
I mean, it couldn't be any worse. She's on the section with Sabalenka right up there. I didn't realise. And then got to play Keys as well. She could be anywhere else but here. Haddad Maya has been screwed by this draw, and it's not going to help me with my top 10 claims. But I still feel like she'll beat Russo and get to that match against Keys. I'll have Samsonova beating Buxa, Mertens winning, Mukova, Krejcikova, maybe.
Yeah,
Paulini.
maybe. Yep, I'm going with her as well.
Lynette.
Yeah.
Mira Andreeva.
And actually, I'm going to have Lynette going out. Mira Andreeva, yep.
Donna Vekic.
Yep.
Kasatkina.
Yeah.
Tomjanovic to beat Pavlyuchenkova.
I'm going to go Pav.
I'm going to have Yastremska. Qinwen Zheng.
Definitely.
Ostapenko.
Yeah, I mean, Avanesian, tough one, though.
Yeah, that is tough. That's not one you... Avanesian could win that one, by the way.
Yeah, it's a very weird matchup.
Don't be fooled by the name. Siegeman to beat Siniakova. I'm going to have the seed going out.
I'm going to go Siniakova.
I'll have Leyla Fernandez winning. Kalinskaya.
I'm going to go Stearns.
Kostyuk.
Kalinskaya, yep.
Naomi Osaka. Come on, Osaka. If Haddad Maya's going to let me down, Osaka's not going to this time.
Putin Saver, not an easy match either, though. I know it doesn't sound much on paper, but she's not had a bad
Osaka's
year.
been losing to a few players you wouldn't expect her to as well.
Putin Saver
Don't know if you've got it.
defeated Iga this year at Wimbledon, defeated Coco Gauff in Cincinnati. She's beaten some big players this year, so...
Yeah, Osaka lost to Kruger at Cincinnati. Weird.
I think this is a different place. She's better here. Let's move down. Balta to beat Trevisan.
You say she's better here. Didn't she win Cincinnati then win the US Open that year? Do you remember when we first started?
I think it was. She didn't even have to play the final though.
Yeah,
someone
that's right.
Who's it who pulled out? Can't remember.
Bolter to beat Townsend. Goff, Navarro, Potapova, Alicia Parks.
I'm gonna go Freck.
I feel like there's a lot of just the names I like I'm picking at the moment.
I'm going
Schneider
to beat Kenin.
Badoza.
Yeah, to beat Tomova.
I'm going to go Sramkova again. I really do think she's quite good.
Yeah,
I'm going to have Sramkova winning it.
My one's showing as Pera, but I'm not having Sramkova. I think she's going to run out of gas. Alexandra for me. And Nisimova to knock out Kudermetova.
Yeah, and then Pegula at the bottom.
That's it. Back to the top we go. Sabalenka Sun. Sabalenka for sure.
Haddad Maya to beat Keys.
Yeah, I'm going to go with it as well. Keep it
then
rolling.
Samsonova Mertens.
Samsonova.
I'm going to go Mertens.
Ugh.
No, I'm going to go Samsonova. I agree. I'll have Mukova beating Krejcikova.
Yep.
Paulini's beat Lynette.
Yep.
I'm going to go Andreeva to beat Vekic.
I'm going to have Vekic here.
Kasatkina, Qinwen Zheng, Ostapenko.
Yeah, Kasatkina, Zheng. Yep. I agree. It's
Kalinskaya.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Osaka to beat Kostyuk.
It's actually quite tough. Kostyuk's
another one who can qualify, I think. We've not spoke about her, but she's in 14 at the moment.
Yeah, having really
so
good
a lot
time.
Of chances.
Kostyuk's a bit of a scary prospect on her day, and her recent results not been that bad, but she's 3 sets against Navarro at the US Open. I mean, saw how good Navarro was. Moving down, Goff to beat Balta.
Yep.
Navarro to beat Potapova. Schneider to beat Freck.
No, I'm going to go Potapova to beat Navarro.
Ooh.
Schneider to beat Parks. Badoza to beat Sramkova. And then I'm going to go Anisimova to beat Pegula.
Nah, not for me.
Going for a few shocks.
She's turned the corner of Jess. JPEG. Right. Saba. Haddad Maya. Only one girl.
Will Saba lose?
Nah.
What do you mean, no? She's not played since the US Open. She might just be on
fresh.
a bit of a high from that. I think she's going to lose. I think Haddad Maya, Sabalenka's not acclimatised. She's not going to be ready. Haddad Maya is hot right now. She's waiting for Saba. Saba's going to have a bad day in the office. Haddad Maya will win.
I think your mind is polluted by some sort of bias that you have.
Well, let's wait and see if we get that
Well,
match. I'll have Mukova.
last year Sabalenka, she lost to Rybakina, and that was in, I think it was it the quarters? Yeah, quarterfinals.
Okay, Paolini to.
I'm gonna have Samsonova to knock out Mukova.
Paolini or Andre. I'm gonna go Paolini to beat Andreeva.
I'm gonna go Vekic to beat Paolini. Go for something.
I'm gonna have Qinwen Zheng to beat Kasatkina.
Yeah.
Kalinskaya to beat Ostapenko.
I'm gonna go Ostapenko.
Osaka to beat Coco Gauff.
Now it's getting tasty. Osaka Gauff. I think I'm going to go Coco Gauff. I think I'm going opposite
mate.
to
You think
on
Osaka can win that though?
It's possible, but she's not been in any type of form.
What, Coco has been really amazing, has she?
I think she's got youth on her side.
Sneijder to beat Potapova and Badoza to beat Anisimova.
Sneijder to beat Navarro and Pegula to beat Badoza at the bottom.
Real free-for-all from this position.
I know. Yours,
Right.
we've got some wild ones in there, but there are still some mainstayers on mine. Yours is proper free-for-all.
I'm going to have Haddad Maya beating Mukova.
Stop putting that on my Sabalenka to beat Samsonova in 3 sets.
Qinwen Zheng to beat Paolini.
Qinwen Zheng to beat Donovekic.
Osaka to beat Kalinskaya.
I'm going to have, who have I got? Ostapenko versus Gauff. I think if Ostapenko's got this far, I think she actually does beat Coco Gauff.
No chance.
And
that's a bad take. And I'm going to have Sneijder beating Badoza.
And I'm going to have Sneijder as well, beating Pegula.
So that's something I don't think we had scripted. Diana Sneijder to make the semi-finals for both of us.
It's been one ever since she came on the scene, remember?
So we've got Sneijder and Zheng. We've both got them in semi-finals. The difference is I've got Haddad Maya and Osaka, 2 players who I really like, and I've got close to my heart because I need them in the top 10.
And I've got Sabalenka versus Qinwen Zheng as my first, and I've got Ostapenko versus Sneijder in the other one. And I'm going to tell you, the first one, I'm going to be going for Qinwen Zheng to beat Sabalenka, and she gets to the final in China.
Yeah, I've also got Qinwen Zheng beating Haddad Maya, making the final in China. And at the bottom, I'm going to have Naomi Osaka beating Sneijder.
Oh, what a final. Don't forget, Qinwen Zheng, doing things for China, she does them pretty well. Gold medalist. So, let's have a look. And
well, the crowd are going to be going crazy for her because winning an Olympic medal in China is the equivalent of, I don't know, the highest possible thing you can do. So people will be crying and falling to the floor just to see her. That's how much of a celebrity she is. Whether that could become too much,
I think
and it could affect her.
I think she's got a calm head, to be honest. Do I think Diana Sneijder's going to go any further? I'm going to stick with a safer bet, I think, and I'm going to go. I say safer bet, Ostapenko into the final to face Qinwen Zheng.
Yep. So I've got an Asian final, Naomi Osaka versus Qinwen Zheng, and I'm going to have Qinwen Zheng winning, defeating Naomi Osaka in the final of Beijing.
Do I go the same? I mean, I feel like before I make my decision, I'm just going to see how Ostapenko's fared in Beijing over her career, because I could be completely onto something. She made a quarter-final last year. Semi-final was her best result there. Is it time for her to win it? I think if Qinwen Zheng's got all the way to the final, it can only be her. So I'm going with that. It's the homecoming of the gold medalist. Qinwen Zheng, we both agree, wins WTA Beijing.
Yeah, let's see how it goes. But it's not a good omen that we've both gone for a Chinese player to win. it's just something where we've not really thought probably too much about it. But let's hope it happens anyway. My dark horse speaks for itself. It is Naomi Osaka. She can win this event. Draw's not as bad as some other players. She would avoid a Sabalenka into the final. So I like her chances, and she is my dark horse for the tournament.
Yeah, I'd have to say just keep an eye out for Diana Schneider. I think she's 14th seed or definitely 14th, 15th in the race. So if she was to get deep in this tournament, she could make that Riyadh WTA finals as well.
There we go. Let's wrap it up there. Thanks for watching, everyone. That is our WTA draw preview for Beijing. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you very soon for the men's video as well, because they're also playing in China. See you then.